Hi, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Kyle and
April. Here we are. Our wonderful friends at Cedar Fair have allowed us to film on location here at Michigan Adventure over here in Muskegon. Very cool to be able to experience the park today and also be able to highlight some items that sold in our most recent auction.
item 3587 is a lot of Pampered Chef items. It seems like they were new, unused. The seller says he doesn't think his wife ever used them. But what a great find. $206 it sold for.
Very cool. Our next item is item 234. This is something that I haven't seen before. We might have sold one before, maybe I don't remember. But this is 3 beehives, and very cool if you're wanting to make some of your own honey.
Honey. It sold for $555. What a great startup hobby.
Yeah.
Or extra boxes for your bee farm.
Yeah. It's it might be a nice business opportunity for somebody. Oh, look at this next item.
Wow, $22.95. A General Foam Plastics blow mold sold for $45.88. Still a reasonable price because we're a little out of season.
Yeah, wow.
But we have a lot more coming up, and the prices will probably soar on these items.
Yeah. We're going to take a look at those in just a moment here so you guys can see some of those upcoming blow molds.
Did you know a little bit about blow mold history?
No.
Well, let me tell you, Kyle. Blow mold started in about the 40s, 1940s, mid. And I believe his name was Ray Featherstone.
Okay.
He made the pink flamingo. Remember
the
flamingos in the yard? He created that blow mold, which actually won a Nobel Prize.
Very cool.
For art in 1957. No, 1997. 1957 is when he started creating. He was an artist for Union Products, one of the companies that still makes those in the USA. Wow. So if you look on the bottom, you'll see some newer ones that say China. You'll see some other ones that actually have the dates and Union Mold or I can't.
So which ones are worth more though?
Usually the General Foams or the Union Molds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
check them out because we have a lot more coming up. You'll see them.
Yeah. And our final item that we wanted to highlight is item 4032. This is an HO race car collection. 25 cars with extra motors and just interchangeable parts. Very cool. One marked 1982 and different ages here, but very neat collection. This item sold for $545.
Wow.
So somebody got a really neat collection there.
Yeah, that looked like a race to the end. Hey, what's coming up?
We actually have a big auction that's coming up that's going to be ending on August 9th. It's going to be, I don't know the exact number, but I know it's going to be north of 4,400 items. Some of the cool items, we're getting closer to holiday season, but we do still have a little bit of summer left. We have those days available that you can go out to the park, take your wagon. Here's a nice little wagon we got.
Aw, it's good for kids of all sizes.
Yes, it is.
Look at her go.
She fits.
Yeah, it looks like she's having fun.
Yeah. Back to the holiday stuff. We do have a lot of creepy stuff coming up as Halloween approaches. We have some neat items that are in this auction. Very.
Look at you got a new co-host.
Yeah, this is gonna give me nightmares.
Yeah, there's some stranger things in this auction.
Yeah. And like you were talking about the blow molds earlier, we have, I know, a nice set of nativity blow mold pieces. This is all split up. I know some people are gonna have a heart attack over this because they're like, how come you didn't keep this set together? Well, unfortunately, there are people out there that have these sets and they are missing a piece. And this is a great opportunity if you're missing a Wiseman or if you want to have it.
Or they want to upgrade their set. Maybe one got damaged in the weather, and so we like to split them up and see what the auction brings.
Yeah, very cool. Our frequently asked question comes from Juno from Hawaii. Juno asks, how do I look up missing items?
Oh, good question, Juno.
That is a good question because sometimes you might bring in stuff to sell and you may not see it listed under your seller number.
I know when the typers are doing the entries of all the descriptions, sometimes they can't read a number.
Sure.
And other times a number is missing. That creates an issue. We throw it into a 500 category where we ask that you please look through the auction, make sure none of your items are in that category.
Yep.
By just simply typing in 500 in the search bar. And if you do see an item that belongs to you, email the office or call and let us know right away.
Yeah.
That's why it's very important to write legibly and put your number on the card so we know who the payment goes to.
Yeah, and we're going to verify with your contract that that is actually your item.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just go on to 500 and be like, oh, this looks like mine, this looks like mine. Also, we have something called 7,000, which is our lost and found that didn't make it into the auction. Maybe it's a piece of a lot, and we were pretty sure that it went with something else. So we have this, if you go to 7,000, item 7,000, that shows all the things that were lost and found for that auction. A lot of times we're able to match things back up, get it back with the item. Along with the numbers, though, I see a lot of sellers that are numbering their cards in addition to their seller number. That is creating some issues. I just had yesterday somebody that had bought an LED light fixture, and the seller had put it was their 28th item that they had brought in for that week. They had put that on the card on the front. If you want to number your card, you got to number it on the back. But it's
really not a necessary thing that you need to do. Those items are not going to go into a numerical order other than what we put them in. Maybe you're doing a count for yourself, like Kyle had just said. Put it on the back then, so that number does not get confused with what the information on the front needs to be typed in.
The person that had purchased the LED light, even though it was only pictured as one fixture, they thought they were getting 28 fixtures.
Oh.
And realized that, nope, it was actually what was in the picture. And the cataloger did not cross off the number. Mm-hmm. So therefore, the typer typed in what was on the card. And that number 28 on there ended up creating an issue. So we had to get that figured out with the buyer who thought they were getting
28 of them.
28, yeah. Please check the auction once it's up and going to make sure that everything is there, everything is done correctly as you had hoped it to be as far as typed in and pictures to show everything.
If you wanted something additional described in that ad, just remember, type in 500, your own seller number, or 7,000, and you can easily check the auction.
Sure.
Well, it's been quite a ride, Kyle.
What's your favorite ride here at Michigan Adventure?
I like that water ride, the log.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's a classic.
Yep. Always good on a hot day there.
Yeah. My favorite is one that's been here for quite a while now. That's one of the main attractions still, is Shivering Timbers. I believe there's like 14 different hills or something like that, where you just go up and down and up and down. One of the quick hints that I'll give people, and maybe not everybody agrees with this, because I know there's a lot of people that like to be in the front seat of a roller coaster. The best seat on a lot of roller coasters, but especially on Shivering Timbers, is the very back seat, because the train is so long that it yanks you over the hill and gives you an extra force inside your body. Yeah, it's very exhilarating to be in the back because it just yanks you over the hills. It's so much fun. And we just wanted to give a special shout out to our friend from Saginaw who brings us candy all the time and just spoils us.
He's a sweetie.
Yep.
Hi, Lloyd.
Some of us here call him Lloyd because he's got that extra L in his name. Mm-hmm. But fun fact about Lloyd, This is the only customer that I know who's such a diehard One Bid fan. He actually has a One Bid tattoo. So it's pretty
Yes.
amazing. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It's
true story.
Is
Yeah.
it someplace that it can be seen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Lloyd, you're going to have to show us. Well, nice talking to you, Kyle.
It was nice seeing you, April. Well, it's great to be back for another episode of Coffee Talk. This is number 31. Who would have thought
Wow.
that this would have been such a success?
Yep.
All right, which one do you want to go on first?
I want to do the mouse.
Okay, well, for those of you who pronounce things different, mouse is what she said.
How did I say it?
I want to do the most, which sounded like I want to go on the most rides.
I want to go on the mouse.